Hey man, how's it going?
I was like,
It's Wednesday.
another Wednesday. Yep. Football's back.
Football's back. God bless it. And none too soon. Thankfully, all my predictions have come correct. We're on our way to the Super Bowl. Let's just start with the Lions. Let's just start with Detroit. So, last Thursday, I made quite a joke to a bunch of people about Green Bay and the Bears playing each other and how I was worried about their hurt feelings if one of them were to win, so that I hoped that the game would end in a tie so they could both feel good about themselves. Well, Green Bay won. And as luck would have it,
We tied.
Detroit had my back on the tie prediction. Now,
Yeah.
now, from a positive standpoint, they're still undefeated, right?
Exactly. We haven't lost it.
We haven't lost. No one has beaten the Detroit Lions in 2019 regular season.
Regular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wait a minute. How many more conditions can I put on this? Yeah. So, I mean, they were up 24-9 in the fourth quarter. 24-6 at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Matt had
Uh-huh.
thrown for 318 yards, I think, at the time, and 3 touchdowns. He was throwing to the tight ends a lot. TJ Hawkinson, rookie tight end, set a record for rookie tight ends for Detroit in their first game.
Yep.
That guy looked amazing. But then something weird happened.
Started playing Detroit football.
They stopped throwing him the ball.
Uh-huh.
They became determined to run it, which they couldn't.
Actually, run, pass.
Run, pass, punt. Yes.
Yep.
Um, I, I got.
Maybe they gave it.
You know, when players make bad plays and you say the game was on the line and that guy screwed up, this was on the coaches, man.
Yeah.
They had a fourth
Oh,
quarter game plan to lose that football game.
Yep. Well, they're getting a first down when the coaches pretty much called a timeout when they had a play all set ready to go.
Yeah, and that would have iced the game. That was really
Yeah.
unfortunate, and you could see Matt Stafford cuss them out when he got to the sideline. Both of them.
Mhm.
He was yelling
Oh,
at
yeah.
Patricia and Bevel.
Yep. He had the call. He had the play, the call he wanted for the defense that was there, and
And he
he would
executed.
have had it.
Yeah. And I think part of it is with a guy like Stafford, he is streaky. He's good and he's got a strong arm and he has proven that he can win games, right? I mean, their record may not be the best, but for fourth quarter comebacks, right? He's the best in the NFL and he has been for years. Now that's usually because they're losing in the fourth quarter, so if they win a game, it's a comeback.
Yeah.
That's part of it, but what I think about a guy like him is that you can't go to the well too many times. Like, he gets you a good solid drive and you score. He gets you another good solid drive and you score. At some point, someone else has to do something. And that's what separates him, I think, from Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady and some of these other guys who will do it every single time. You know, Drew Brees, we saw what he did Monday night. That was insane.
That was insane.
You know,
He's freaking good.
credit to was it the Texans? Credit to their defense for making him look that good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, Kyle.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hi, Kyle.
Hey, Micah.
April
I
left
love
the
direct.
closet.
Yeah, I love DirecTV. DirecTV is awesome.
It is. I don't have it, but
No.
I'm sure it is.
No, it's not. It sucks. Anyways, back to football.
back to football. So we're talking Detroit. So we already made fun of them for tying. We already talked about the bad coaching decisions that cost them that game. It cost them a win, I should say. And I remembered, and I was thinking about this, Matt Patricia, in the fact of him being a Bill Belichick disciple, right? Bill Belichick would never in his life do what Matt Patricia just did. Matt Patricia went into a prevent defense, a stall offense, to try to coast to victory through an entire quarter. Bill Belichick was up a ton on the Steelers, and what happened at the end of the game? They finished 33-3. That's foot on the gas to the end of the game.
Yep.
And I've heard other coaches talk about it. If you take your foot off the gas and the players relax and they go into that prevent and they go into that stall offense, it's hard to get revved back up for whatever reason. There's like a lag or something.
Yep. Impossible. I'm a high school football coach. You don't sit back and zone against a passing team and let them pick you apart.
Right.
The hell are you thinking?
Right. I mean, and they had some bad breaks. You know, in typical Lions fashion, they punt. The punt is blocked. Mm-hmm. They have a defender fall down chasing the receiver who's getting the ball thrown to them.
Yeah.
I mean, it was some Lions comedy out there at the end.
Yeah. They got to finish the team.
Right.
Every drive should be like you're down. You got to go out there and go get yardage.
I think they threw to Hawkinson twice in the second half.
And he still had over 110 yards.
124. Most by a tight end. Most by a rookie tight end in Lions history.
In NFL history, in a game opener.
Oh, right, in his first. Right.
Yep.
And I will say that was, to me, the biggest bright spot was watching that guy play. That guy has talent.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be good for a while.
He's like Gronk. He's going to be like Gronk.
He blocks well. He does everything well out there. He didn't look like a rookie in his first game.
It's a shame the Lions are going to waste him.
He'll blow it in the ninth. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think leaving this game going into the next?
Same shit, different year.
Oh, you might be right, man.
Yeah, I'd love to disagree with you, but I don't, because it doesn't matter who's on that team. They're gonna get you all juiced up and they're gonna let you down.
Yeah.
Well, at least we have the Wolverines.
6 fumbles in 2 games, I think.
Yeah, more than last year combined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, in Army's defense, Army was ranked number 22 at the end of the season last year.
Yeah.
They were pretty
beaten
freaking
a top
good.
10 team since
And they almost
1963.
beat Oklahoma in overtime.
Oh, wow.
Well, I was hoping they won.
I was pulling for that kid at the end of regulation.
Yep. First time kicking, freshman.
A 50-yarder to beat Michigan. He'd have been telling that story when he was 65 years old.
Exactly.
Yep. There I was in the big house.
Yeah. I was pulling for him. I was bummed that he missed. But because he missed, I'm glad they won. I'm glad Michigan beat them.
Right.
Because ultimately, screw those guys.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just
How
saying
crazy
screw.
for those Army guys, though. Like, they're at West Point. They're playing football, and they're going to go into service after this football's done and make a career of military service or private sector, whatever, security.
They were tough.
Like, they're not 3- and 4-star recruits. It's crazy.
No, and these first two games of the season, Michigan was what, fourth or fifth in the country in recruiting for 5-star recruits, and what's going on? They don't look good at all.
No.
Oh,
How many times did they rush the football for how many yards? That one guy, he's a freshman. I think he had 33 rushes for 104 yards or something. That's not good. And they acted like it was.
yeah.
I don't think Mike Hart or Chad Henne or Jake Long would be very impressed by this football team.
No. Harbaugh might be on his last legs.
Literally,
Yeah,
when
it's
you watch
not
him run
looking
across
good.
the field. He's hobbling.
Is he?
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with him.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't I think that they're going to start playing a lot better teams, and if this is what we're going to see, they may have won their last game. That's what I think.
Yeah, they got a couple of weeks before the Big Ten schedule starts, and they better get their crap together.
Wisconsin beat the ever-living hell out of the people they were playing. Michigan State beat the ever-living hell out of who they were playing. I mean, it's like... and you look ahead, it's like, come on, guys.
Yep.
These are the two easiest games you have all year long. This was it. This was your chance to pull your shit together and show what you got. It's not great so far.
No.
Uh-uh.
I don't know. Hell with those guys.
That's right.
So before we jump on to some fun stuff, we were just talking about the Optima Ultimate Streetcar Challenge, which is a racing series that pits amateur drivers. And they have a series of different classes that range from classic cars. They've got Japanese cars. They've got like American sports cars. And then they've got the GT class, which is like your Mustangs, Camaros, and such. And the Camaro has dominated it for quite a while. And it's interesting to me, there's a guy named Jonathan Blevins who runs a 2008 GT500. He kind of came from out of nowhere last year and finished 15 points ahead at the end of last season and won the title. And now they're going into Road of America, and he's up by 435 points this year. So they're really crushing it.
Wow.
In
It's a-
2008.
In it, 08, that's a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
I would love
That
to
guy
go see one
drive.
of those. Yeah. It makes me wonder, is he really an amateur? But it's just weird to me because given all that, I mean, he's driving an 08 GT500. So if he is that skilled, wouldn't he just absolutely destroy people in like a GT350, which has
I bet he
almost
would.
as much power and way better handling?
You know it.
But he's beating those GT350s. That's the thing in his GT500. You know what they're missing? They're missing us. We got to get a GT350, go there and show them what's up.
Exactly.
Who's their driver? Tommy's a pretty good driver.
No.
It wouldn't be me.
Micah?
I could drop the
Wouldn't be
clutch and
me.
do a burnout. I could slide it right through a corner probably.
Uh-huh.
Right into the
I'm sure have
grass.
fun.
Turn one.
Yep. I'd run out of talent on takeoff, I think would be the problem. But I don't know. I thought that was really cool. Obviously, that guy looks, unless something catastrophic happens, he's going to win the title again this year. And they race all over the country. So, I mean, obviously in this kind of racing, part of it is if you have the money and the ability to get to all the races, you're going to have a good shot at winning. So, there's that part of it too.
Right.
But I don't know. Road America is just not that far, and I can't believe I've never been there.
Oh, it's a beautiful track.
It's awesome.
I want to get down there so bad.
And let's do it.
We got to.
Are the Indy cars still there? Indy cars still racing?
I believe.
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah.
Now, doesn't F1 at least have a few races in the U.S. every year? They do, right?
No, one.
They have
Well,
one. Where's
In
that at?
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Used to be at the Brickyard, but they quit doing that like what, 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they built that new racetrack just to get Formula One to come to the U.S.
It's wild. That is it that or is it soccer that's the most popular sport in the world?
Soccer.
It's one of them. It's probably soccer.
That Formula One's pretty crazy though.
Yeah, it's just amazing that it ain't shit here. Like,
I think it's pretty big, but it's such a like a counterculture. It's not like it's not such the norm.
yeah. Well, with NASCAR killing itself, literally.
Good term.
Terrible.
What's the Japanese official suicide? Seppuku or something? I think NASCAR is committing seppuku in front of us every weekend.
Oh. Tommy, the picture you took from TV was crazy.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that was turn 4.
So
And those
right
other
before the back
grandstands
straight.
were completely empty. Back straight grandstands were completely empty.
That's insane.
Nobody there.
Nobody.
Wow.
The front stretch was sprinkled.
I think there was more
That's
people
insane.
at Berriga's last high school football game.
I think you're right. But what if I have to go to the track, you know? We don't have to wait for nothing.
Well, like we were saying though, football is the NFL is so big now.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Like bigger than it's ever been.
It is. It is. So I have a question. Why is it so hard for NFL players to get guaranteed contracts?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Question.
Well, I mean, I know they have more players, right? So I looked this up because I was curious. So an NBA team has 26 players on the team. And a baseball team has like 45 total players on their team, which is way more than I thought they would have. And an NFL team has 52 plus 8 practice players or something like that.
Yep.
Is it because they have to, like, everybody else's salaries are way higher than the NFL, which is the most lucrative of all of them? It earns the most money.
Right. The salary caps for the teams, like that. Well, Major League Baseball, there is no salary cap.
Yeah.
And the NBA is so much higher, and they have less players, half as many players.
Right. And so that makes sense to me.
I don't get it.
But, like, the NFL, even with the money that they're paying out, it's weird to me that at least a good portion of it for every player isn't guaranteed. Just because it's a much more violent sport than the other ones. And so the odds of someone getting hurt and going down, I mean, I guess that's a good deal for the owners, right? I mean,
right.
But if you're a player and you're looking at how much the league brings in, wouldn't you be like, I know you got it, you know?
But in reality, they have 2 preseason and 8 regular season home games, where Major League Baseball you have 81 home games.
Yeah, it's true.
In the NBA you have 41 home games.
But I've also heard like small market MLB teams can lose money. And I've heard that the TV contracts with the NFL are so lucrative, every single team in the NFL is making money before they ever sell a ticket.
It's like college football too.
Yeah.
Those TV contracts are unreal.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, the NBA TV stuff is crazy. Like, what are ESPN paying like $3 billion to get the rights for the NBA?
Yeah.
Billion.
And someone else pointed out that like the NBA makes stars out of the players, whereas the NFL really doesn't. I mean, you have a few breakthrough guys, but you take any given team, and if you could name their top 5 players, that'd be amazing. In the NBA, they can do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yeah, superstars.
Right. Someone said they think that's why OBJ dyed his hair blonde, was so that he would stand out, and that's why he always has his helmet off. So you always see his face.
I don't
know.
For sure.
That's wild. So one more car thing one more car thing.
So we're going to talk about that cargo ship.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
4,000 Kia and is it Hyundai?
Hyundai.
Can I say that without being racist? I hope so.
Hyundai.
Capsized over the weekend, a total loss. So the caption I had was, if you're out there and you made the initial mistake of buying one of these pieces of shit, now you're going to have to wait longer to get it. Sorry, Mom. My parents have a Kia.
4,000 cars on that ship. I bet 3,800 of them were painted gray.
Yeah. How much do you think that tanker cost?
No idea.
I bet that's insane. I'm just curious, the value of the cargo versus the ship itself. I'm betting the ship cost way more. That insurance company just got a really nasty call.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Oh, I did have one more car thing. A lightly used Dodge Demon is up for grabs. They're not coming up very often because, Dodge quit making them. It is 11 miles on the clock, and the initial bid is $165,000, which is almost double what you'd pay for it if you had bought it new at dealer price.
Oof.
Is it worth it?
No.
It isn't, is it?
Ugh.
165
Why are they taking them?
Well, and this is the stupid part, okay? Or genius, I guess. However you want. So Dodge quit making them. They only made them for a year or two. However, the Dodge Hellcat Red Eye is like 40 horsepower less than a Demon. So it's a tick slower, so the Demon can still say fastest production car for whatever it is, $80,000.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
you drop 40 grand into it, and you're a whole lot quicker.
Yeah. And then we got a bunch of crazy updates on the Kevin Hart situation. California is gonna look into their custom car businesses and see if they shouldn't be regulating the type of safety equipment that goes into them. Damn it.
I think they should be. More regulation, the better.
Now, let's pick a custom shop. So these guys aren't in California because they're smart. Let's pick Gas Monkey. Can you imagine, just the look on their faces if, some peon from the state offices comes in and they're like, can I see what is that? My paper says 55 Nomad. What is that? I'm going to need you to put airbags in that. I'm going to need you to put... And that's basically what they're talking about.
Right.
These are really old cars that a very rich man decided to purchase, customized. And Speed Core's in Wisconsin, so I don't know how the hell that would work. Will they just mean that they can't sell to people in California? I don't know. But it turns out that car really doesn't have a back seat, and so Kevin wasn't belted in anywhere, which is why he was hurt so bad.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe he lived.
I know. Broke his back in 3 places, had some ribs that had come off of, like, they said that there was things sticking out of his side when he got home. So he had to have emergency surgery. Apparently he's going to be okay. And The Rock was very kind.
What was he on that he's able to get pulled out of that car and go home?
So, right. Well, apparently Kevin Hart, no matter where he goes, he has a security detail in a black SUV that follows him everywhere. And so when they wrecked, those guys were behind them on Mulholland Drive and came down and pulled him out. And like we said last week, it was over an hour before they called the police to let them know there was an accident. So his buddy and his fiance was trapped in that car for over an hour while they got him home.
Jeez.
Yeah. But his buddy The Rock, his words, he said, thankfully Kevin was in his car seat during the accident, buckled in properly, and his pediatrician says that he should be fine. Only a friend would say something like that.
Yeah, indeed.
In his car seat.
Yes. He is, what is he, 5'4" or something like that, or 5'3"? He's pretty short.
Yeah. He's a wee lad. Yeah.
I saw a video or an interview with him on Fallon. And I was fascinated watching him sit in that chair because his feet didn't quite touch the floor, and he was talking and he's gesturing with his hands, and I was like, look how tiny his hands are. Next to Fallon, who's not a big person either. It just looked nuts to me. I couldn't help it.
His fingers wouldn't even wrap around.
No, they definitely don't. He's not going to use the hook grip, is he, dude?
No.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I think as this unfolds, there's going to be something that comes out. There just feels like there's a big missing part of what happened there. I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Snitches get stitches, man.
Snitches get stitches. Mm-hmm. People who don't snitch get paid. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Kevin's a rich man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. So enough car stuff. So this is just stupid things I saw on the internet that I just wanted to see what you guys thought. So a 76-year-old Australian woman has died while she was collecting chicken eggs because her rooster came over and was pecking her on the bottom of her legs and apparently hit a varicose vein that caused massive bleeding, and she collapsed and died. That's like, okay, I know we're not supposed to laugh when an old lady dies like that. Come on. If you found out tomorrow that Ted bit me on the ankle and I died, you wouldn't laugh a little? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It just when you have a tiny animal like that, and I know roosters can be vicious, but I mean it's still a rooster, right? I mean, I've seen 12-year-old boys grab them by their feet and hang them upside down until they stop struggling.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a pit bull. She didn't fend.
Right.
She didn't fend off like a German Shepherd. A rooster took her out. So I don't know. Feel free to laugh if Ted ever takes me out. Maybe he will.
Oh, we will.
Like, did you see the size of Micah's dog? Took his ass out.
Yeah.
So are we gonna have like 30 seconds to like see how many like jokes we can come up with this? Like non-rehearsed jokes.
I don't know.
Come on.
Go for it. Give me your best one.
Well, I don't know, but you keep calling it a rooster, and I like.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do we call there? Does our audience want to hear? No, I don't know.
I don't know. I
Tommy, anything? Something?
Oh, she'd say something.
Yeah. It just doesn't make any sense. None of that makes any sense. I mean, I know what varicose veins are, right? I know what they are. They're little veins. Yep. They turn purple and they stick out on the side of your leg. I know what they are. I refuse to believe that a rooster could nip one and you die in seconds. That's an artery. And that's not what that is.
So what you're saying is you'd like to talk to the cop who did the investigation on that?
Yeah. I want to say
his relationship with the woman who's dead.
Right. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. You're all lying.
I'm smelling what you're stepping in.
Who's in that bitch's will?
Yep.
Who wanted the chicken farm? Somebody wanted it.
Yep. Follow the eggs.
I don't know. I don't believe it. I mean, I believe it, but I don't believe it.
Yep.
So then, next thing is, and hang on, I got to show you guys this. I got to show Kyle for sure. So the next thing is this. There's a lady who was trying to avoid arrest for drugs. That's a lady. She's 38. She tried to impersonate her 21-year-old daughter to avoid being arrested in Utah after being pulled over in her BMW. It did not work. And she was arrested, and that is her mugshot. Does she not look like Tim Curry from Rocky Horror Picture Show? A little bit.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Double eyebrows.
Yeah.
I think it's the dark red lips with the black liner around them. I mean, this is kind of trippy. And the giant chest tattoo that's sticking up.
Yes.
And the fact that she has nicer traps than I do.
Ship. Looks like that's a
strong,
ship.
Oh, man. That's a pretty strong jaw.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all this. There's so much going on in this picture that it also makes me think, if she thought she could get away with it, what does her daughter look like? I don't know, guys. That's a dude. Calling it.
Or something.
Yeah.
That's a dude. That's what I think. Total dude.
Serious resting.
RBF.
Mm-hmm.
So I had these two extra items in here.
I like that Ford-powered Chevrolet.
Yeah. In a LS the World society that we have, here's a dude running a 69 Chevy Nova SS with a Boss 429 in it. Twin turbo. That's awesome. He's at Hot Rod Drag Week this week. They're doing it right now. This is day 3. Those guys are not allowed a pit crew. So they have a driver and the car and a small trailer that they can pull with the drag car. And they have to make it all week. Fastest average time across all the tracks wins. That's what Hot Rod... So it's brutal. So this guy is running this twin turbo Boss 429. I guarantee he's got a little trailer where whatever... I mean, like the trailer used to be able to get behind the Plymouth Prowler. Remember that thing? It kind of looked like the back end of the Prowler. They're real small. That's what they're allowed to have with them. And that has to be tools and parts. So that's what they have to do. And they have to survive all week running these things this way. It's amazing. Jeff Lutz has won it before with his 57 Chevy. And I think he won it also with his Pro Mod Camaro, which I don't think they're allowing those anymore. But I don't know. I think that's really cool. And it's like hundreds of miles because they're driving track to track. So they've got to like hit 2-3 passes or at least one. And then load up all their shit, drive to the next track, and do it again. So I forget what it is overall. Let me look it up real quick. But I mean, you can see it's like Virginia Motorsports, Maryland, New Jersey, Maryland, Virginia. So they are all over the place.
Yes, they are.
I don't know how the hell you do that. Honestly, I don't with that kind of car because VP Racing Fuel, of course, is a sponsor. That makes sense, right? Because all those guys run on race gas.
Yep.
There you go. It's 1,000 miles on public roads on top of the racing in 5 days. 4 drag strips in 5 days. So that Boss 9 Nova is going to do 15 passes and drive 1,000 miles on public roads while pulling a little trailer. I think that's pretty slick.
I like that.
Pretty intense. All right. So, last thing I got. Chevy's tire shredding. This is the caption, right? The tire shredding E-Copo Camaro, which is their electric Camaro they built just to show us that they could. And it was fast. They showed it off. They campaigned it around the country for a little bit at all the major NHRA events and everything else. They're just showing it off. Then they decided to take it to auction to let a private citizen own this little piece of history. And nobody bid on it.
Perfect.
That's hilarious.
It kind of is. That's kind of awesome. I mean, I don't know. I bag on a GM too much these days, but I know Tommy doesn't think I bag on him too much, but but holy crap, man. That's embarrassing. You know, like GM Brass is there, like the head of their performance division. You got like, and then next item up for bid. You just like, can you imagine like you're at Barrett Jackson or Meekham's or whatever, this thing rolls up and everybody's all pumped up, you know, the GM guys. The guy reads it off and he's like, you know, it describes what it is and he's like, you know how they rattle it off. I wonder how low he got, because I know bidding started at $500,000, but do you think he was like, do I hear 400,000? Do I hear 100,000? How about 1,000? Who will start the bidding at $10? How about $1?
Some old lady. 5 cents.
Yeah. Anybody want to return some pop cans and come and make a bid? Come on. No. In all seriousness, I did hear that they were looking for $500,000. FYI. So yeah,
No.
you're not going to get $500,000. Is there a Camaro worth $500,000? I don't know. Maybe a Copo from like 69, 68, maybe 427, like a really rare one. I don't even think then. As I know, Richard just tried to buy a one-owner, all-original GT500, 68 Shelby GT500 convertible for, he said they go for 150. He offered the guy 200, and the guy said no. So yeah, I mean, if that car is at that price, then that's about as rare as it gets. One owner, low mile, all original GT500 convertible. If that's $200,000, there just isn't much else out there. Gonna be worth more than that.
No.
But oh well, swing and a miss, hey? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
The comments on it were brutal. Were absolutely brutal. A lot of see, this is why you're getting ready to cancel it again. Which, you know, like I hope that that guy is right, Kyle, and they're not getting rid of it, because it's not good for anybody when there's no competition. That isn't good for anybody. And the Mustang has come a long way, and the Challenger is, you know, still carving its own little space, and I don't think it's good if the Camaro bows out. But who knows? Who knows what they'll do? All right, so who do the Lions got Sunday? Do we know?
Heck, I don't even know.
I don't know
I can
either.
tell you here.
I know I've looked at it a few different times, and I don't know.
Same. Division.
I'm looking.
It's a division.
It's a division game?
They're the Charger.
The Chargers.
Yeah.
So what's
Not
your
even the
prediction?
right Are they at home or?
They're home.
Wow.
At least my fan.
I'm going to say Detroit by 3.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that Matt Patricia and Bevel learn their lesson, and they're going to let Stafford throw to Hawkinson as much as he wants and Amendola as much as he wants.
And Galladay and Jones
and Galladay
Jr.
and Marvin Jones.
Yeah. And then they can run the ball
cringing
for 100 yards a game.
Well, I was cringing
That'd be
when
one way to do it, but
yeah. I was cringing when they said that Bevel was a run-first offensive coordinator, and that's what everyone was excited about. I'm like, with our offensive line, and you have Matt Stafford in this receiving core, why would you want that? The surprise should be the run, right?
mm-hmm. Oh my God, they're running.
Yeah. It shouldn't be run, pass, punt. It should be pass, pass, run, pass, run, pass. I don't know. I don't. Maybe Bevel's just not the guy.
Ask Barry Sanders how that run pass thing worked. The
Right.
90s were rough.
It sure was. The later half.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing like keeping a defense guessing.
Yeah, it's... I don't know. I'm hoping that they figure it out. That honestly, at this point, after 10 years, just let Stafford call it at the line. You're going to have better luck.
Exactly.
I mean, he seems like a smart guy. He's seen it all before at this point. No one's throwing out new defenses, so he's going to get it wrong every once in a while, but...
He had called the offense.
Yeah.
He gave him a run, a pass, and then he picked.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. And then who's Michigan got? That was the other one I was going to look up.
I think they have a bye.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
You know what that means. They're not going to take the L next weekend. Yeah, that... Yeah, they have a bye. They don't play again until the 21st. When they play Wisconsin.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. They got Rutgers. Maybe they beat them, but based on what I've seen, unless they get a hell of a lot better, they're going to lose to Wisconsin. They're going to lose to Iowa. They're going to lose to Penn State. They're going to lose to Notre Dame. You know what I mean? I mean, you got to believe they're going to win a bunch of those games, but it's just, it doesn't feel good. I'm not brimming with confidence.
Changes to be made.
Yeah.
Yes. Harbaugh will be down.
Yep.
Again.
In some ways, it feels like lack of talent, but it can't be. I mean, their recruiting has been so high every year he's been there.
All of those people there are all his people.
Yeah. He's got everything he wants. I don't know. Maybe he got lucky in San Francisco and he's just built a career off it. Maybe.
It happens.
Yeah. Well, fellas, that's all I got. That was every stupid
Good
thing I
chat
could
with
think
you
of.
guys.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be nice to get together and record one of these face-to-face one of these days.
Yeah, well,
For sure.
We might have to come to
Yeah.
Nagani for that or meet at camp or something.
Yeah.
Come on down. Come on down, baby.
I know you got football, so you are there now for the most part through the end of the season.
Yeah. We'll have our...
It'd be nice to tie it into a Nagani game so we could go to a game. I've never been to a Nagani. Well, I seen Nagani play Baraga. That was the only thing I saw. Do you remember what happened in that game, Kyle?
Yeah, our
Don't laugh, Tommy. That was
we were traders playing a JV team.
Yeah, you had like 3 lines deep.
Yeah.
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 It wasn't close. It wasn't close.
Oh.
What are you gonna do?
Good team. That's not.
I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in Michigan or Detroit right now. I'm hoping for something better, but it's not looking good for the season.
No, it
Yep.
isn't.
Hope for the best, plan for the worst.
Right. Well, I mean, when it was 24-9, I was thinking like, all right, we're gonna cruise to about a 35 or 42 points or something along those lines, and going to be kind of a nice win. That game the kind of game I was talking about, like where you beat the team you're supposed to beat and beat them handily. And yeah,
Right.
it's not what happened.
No.
Oh well. All right, fellas, I'm gonna get this loaded up, and I'll catch you guys later.
All right.
Awesome.
You
Take it
guys
easy,
have a
guys.
good night.